Hey, I'm making this video for like at least the sixth time already because people keep making noise in the house. So forgive me for being a little frustrated. Alright, there's an update on the RC plane video, and now the phone's ringing. There's an update on the phone video, RC plane video about the J3 Piper. I never actually got around to flying the J3 Piper. Uh, Two reasons actually, well, three reasons actually. One, school. I never had enough time to, because now I'm a junior and I'm trying to form up for college, keeping my A's and B's up as usual. And there's the people in the house always touching it because it's like it's on top of this cabinet. Yeah, it's on top of this cabinet, and people keep touching it all over, all the time. When people visit the house, they keep touching it, making the foam weak, and yeah, pretty much. So it just got soft. And also, I didn't really like an idea of the prop in the front, because people seen props in the front of bad, because when you crash, it breaks the prop and the motor sometimes. Well, most of the time that happens. So I made a twin boom, a pusher twin boom. It's the same motor and everything, but not the same receiver, of course. It burned out. Still using the same radio, the blinking light because of the battery. I switched out all the AA batteries for a simple 9-volt battery. It's much better. It doesn't have to go plucking out batteries, and when they all fall out, you have to put them all back in. I just have to change the battery because I never changed the battery for 6 months. So yeah, and so there's the prop. I'm using 7x6 prop, and this is a 6x4. I'm not gonna be using a 6x4, I think, unless this has too much thrust. Then I'm gonna use a 6x4. Motor real quick. I'm gonna show you the plane soon, but motor real quick is this one, Air Max. It runs 5 to 6 inch props, but I'm gonna be using a 7. But I'm not gonna be pushing it all the way like it should be, because it's like for something to go on an F-22 Raptor RC plane like RC Powers has. 9 to 7 volts for the motor. Doesn't like anything under 7 volts, won't give you that much power. But anything over will give you a lot of power. Max is 9, so if your servos are hooked up, you probably can hook up a 3 cell to the entire thing, or 9.6 or 11.1 nickel metal hydride battery. The kV rating on this, I believe, is either 1900 or 2200. I forgot which one it is. It's wait. Okay, it says CF 2805, but I know it's not that. So I'm thinking, well, let me average it out and say 2100. So let me say 2100. Let me start the video. This is it. Hit my head. This is the twin boom plane I am making. And it's near completion. It's getting there. As you can see, the rudders are kind of like the Bronco, OV10 Broncos rudder. Elevator, but it's elevator servo. The linkage is already there, but you can't see it because it's white and the foam's white. Oh, there it is. Right there. Wood dowel rods, about a 1/4 inch thick, for the booms, and this if you want, just black tape is for securing the servo wire. And I'm gonna need an extender to get this to the fuselage. So yeah, aileron servos is gonna be a 3-channel, guys. Ailerons, elevator, and throttle. Those are the one. These are the servo guards I made for these guys. So like when you're landing, they save the servo, and these are the ones in the middle to protect the fuselage. And this is just a big piece of foam. This is separate from the wing. The wing bottom is actually one big piece of foam, and up here it's actually 3, because it actually makes an airfoil. See, one here, one there. Just is one whole piece, and one more here. And it has a dihedral to show you guys. You can see the slight dihedral in there. And this is the airfoil. There you go. Airfoil. Other side, airfoil. Yep, that's the airfoil for you. Here it is. About 3/4 of an inch high, 5.5 inches across, and width wise of the thickest section is 6.25 inches long. Why did I say long? Yeah, 6.25 inches long, 5.5 inches long, and 3/4 inches long. This is the aileron for one side, aileron for the other side. You already saw the elevator, I believe. And this, if you wondering just why is this the Y connector, you can see the two female and male connectors from both servos into one connection there. And motors, since it's a pusher, the motor's gonna sit something like watch out for this. You're gonna sit something like this, actually deeper in there. So pretend like about here. It's about there. There's a motor on it made for it too. This is a simple piece of wood glued and nailed onto this piece of wood, which is then going to. I'm gonna cut a slot into the wing and fuselage, so it just slides in and hot glues in place. Right? And that's what I'm gonna do for the motor mount. I'm gonna screw the motor onto the plate of the motor mount also, or I might do the little RC powers over banded mount, so it might save the motor. But since this is a pusher and it's also a twin boom, the prop has a very small chance of breaking or damaging the motor while it's breaking or bending. So as an airfoil, pretty big airfoil. This is like the first true airfoil I really did. Full 3D. It's not like one of those half job ones where you do the top parts, and like this, I actually did the top, bottom, and shaped pieces of foam to lay that foam onto. And everything on this is hot glued. Wire tape for hiding the seams of the hot glue when I hot glued the wings together. And I use clear tape to laminate the entire wing. I'm proud of it. What's it called? What's it called? I was gonna say something, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Canopy. Let's see one more time. There's sections to keep it rigidity. And oh yeah, these fins under here is also for throwing it. There's not gonna be any wheels on this one. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the wood I used for the wing. I used wood to support the wing. There's a piece of balsa running in the midsection here to here. Alright, and then there's a piece of balsa actually running on the very edge inside, right in front of the aileron. Because I found there's a tip I picked up on RC forums. If you actually support right behind the aileron won't wiggle when the servo is pushing it. Right, actually act like it's a piece of wood, not a piece of foam. So everywhere on it will bend. See, it doesn't do that little, this part moves and this part doesn't. Everything moves right there because the wood is literally right here, keeping this as strong as the wood since it can't budge. And it's taped, the aileron of course is taped on, and I found out that if you have most of the strength towards the end of the wing, uh, air turbulence is dramatically reduced. And no, not air turbulence. Air turbulence won't mess up your wing as much as it would if the support was near the leading edge, because the leading edge takes the full, well, not the full force of it. It just goes over the wing, and then when the wing starts to hit near the aileron area, or it just goes over the midsection of the airfoil where it starts to go down, then a pocket forms, and that pocket creates lots of turbulence and drag, and that piece of wood there will help your wing stay strong even with the turbulence and drag. And you can still see how the airfoil runs through the entire wing with these end pieces like this here, runs through. I cut the little shape of the airfoil and hot glue to the foam and put the other pieces of foam on top. I said before, wingspan. Yeah, that's the entire wing right there. Wingspan's about 30 inches, and length is about 36, 38 inches. Yep, pretty big when you compare it to my head. See, pretty big for this plane. And that's really it. So far, I'm just waiting on this new receiver I'm going to order soon. LiFo battery charger, and server extension. That's everything that I need to finish this plane. And also need to go to Home Depot just to get more hot glue because I just ran out of hot gluing the fins on. I need to, cut and hot glue the section panels. There's going to be a door either here or here for the battery. I haven't decided what hole the battery goes in. I think I'm going to go with this one because it has more leverage on where the CG is. Because right now the CG without the battery is actually where the boom meets the wing. And the CG actually needs to be about here. Alright, I already marked out inside, I put the letters C and G in there to mark out where exactly CG needs to be for perfect level flight. I'm gonna make it a little bit nose heavy and put it there. So the battery I might be using is a 11.1 LiFo or 11.1 nickel metal hydride battery with the charger. So battery, charger, receiver, and server extension wire and hot glue. So that's basically my video. And 3 channel, quick summary, 3 channel, 100% Dollar Tree foam I made this out of. No adhesive to use, just hot glue. Hot glue gun. Materials, just a little bit of cardboard, just 2 pieces of cardboard just to hide where the boom actually enters the wing. I'll show you just, as you can see, one little skinny piece here, one little skinny piece here, and that's it. There won't actually be like a little bubble where you think the pilot's gonna be. It's just gonna be, a nice little slopey thing. And that's basically it. And that's the end of my video. Please comment if you want to ask how I built something about it, built something on it. Comment about anything. If you'd like to subscribe, thank you. That helps out a lot. But I'm not really looking for subscribers, just looking for viewers right now. But if you want to, you can. I don't really put out videos like every week. It's every week or so, maybe every month. Just telling you so you don't get mad and start inboxing me saying make another video, make another video. I don't do that kind of business. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you like, please like the video. If you want to comment, please comment the video. If you want to favorite, please favorite the video. Nazem 1495 is out.